Boku no Hero Academia 4th Season, or My Hero Academia 4, is licensed and produced by Toho Animation and Funimation Entertainment. Studios Bones Networks and NS YTV. Based on the works by Kohei Horikoshi. Please support the official release. Hello, little Jack here with more Boku no Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 8. The last time, we sort of had a little bit of the, how should I say, after effects of the discussion. Sort of the burden weighing down on Midoriya. All the secrets he has to keep, all the, well, bigger than life problems he's dealing with, honestly. Which, for a high school kid of, how old is he even? 16? 17? I don't even know how old he is. Damn it. I don't want to look it up though. I'm very much afraid of spoilers in regards to this show, honestly. Well, you know, he's like a high school junior. I, by the way, have no idea how the junior-senior system works in English. I just think a junior is a first year, right? Right? I think, yeah. Any case, he's got issues, and they've really been weighing on him, and because classmates are amazing and every character has been properly developed so that it makes sense that they support him and that they would notice. I love the character development of the show, is what I'm trying to say. Because everything feels so goddamn real in a show with the most surreal powers ever. A rather enticing mix, honestly. In any case, after that, we sort of started our attack on the Hasekai syndicate of theirs to rescue Eri, and they're probably gonna get away because I don't think we're gonna resolve things that easily. But yeah, there's like apparently a couple of big fighters, let's say that, who are gonna stand in their way and sort of like, you know, pose a bit of a threat. Because you need a serious threat, given the fact that you're dealing with a bunch of hero agencies, a bunch of pro heroes, the big three, and, you know, promising first years. So, all in all, you've got quite the armada standing in front of your door. You better be prepared, which he is, because, you know, he's a smarty pants. In any case, let's get into the episode. And 3, 2, 1, go. You turn. What do you mean in 3rd grade? Oh, God damn it. I'm also not on top of the grade system in English. Okay, something. We already know who's coming to the rescue here, right? No, he was just stuttering, I think. You know, this is the classic introvert, extrovert story of anime. You get that a lot, actually. It's adorable, though, every time I see it. Well, you know the shippers are gonna enjoy the heck out of this. Be an inspiring hero. Let's bang up touching. And prime shipper material. You know, it doesn't matter how fluent in English I am, the freaking grade system is something I always stumble over. Like, you kind of say the, like, 3rd grade is simple enough. That's like grade school, right? Because you kind of just count grades, but it's not how my school system works where I live. The school system is nothing where I live like it is in, say, America. And as such, it feels kind of like a language barrier a lot. it also makes it a real pain to like explain to someone like what school did he go to. Well, it works like this and that, and there's 3 explanation points, and uh oh well. I'm just like trying to bridge the opening here. Try to, not step on people. They are so classic mobsters, I love it. Not taking off shoes. I mean, it might be possible, but he's also the prepared kind, so. Something along those lines. Well, if they are forcing them, no. If they are doing it out of their own loyalty, then yeah. That's a straight up cheating quirk you've got there. Surprise attack. Really? That's it? I was wondering if the bubbles had some special properties or abilities or whatever, but no, the bubbles. Fucking bubbles! There's still so many of you. They. That's convenient. I mean. Well, first of all, using his own hair is a great excuse, but at the same time, it's like, he can't be nude all the time. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like, just smash a hole in there. He beat me to the punch. Yeah, no, looks gross. Oh, damn. So, was that your real size then, perhaps, or whatever? Oh my god. He's just taking a full-on take over the building, isn't he? Director? That's so freaking overpowered. Yeah, okay, he powered up. That's fair. Yeah, they're gonna get away. Not good. You're really sinking down in your own pit rather easily. Oh yeah. I didn't even think of that. It's fair, honestly. And once again, right? Only able to look at his back. But well damn. Oh, good job not breaking any bones from that drop. Well, it looked like that for a while now. Yeah, you're gonna show off a little bit. Suneater of the big three. That's fair. How does that building even return to normal afterwards? 8 bullets, eh? I forgot what they were called, but yeah, that was a group. Okay. Well, it's fair that they're known. Huh? Yep. An inferior version, eh? So it is Ares after all, eh? Damn. Okay. Yeah, like that was the whole point of like taking them on by yourself. Well, I trust you on that. Again. Yeah, I do know about the masks. Well, masked that all kind of masked, but you know, the one with the full-on hood. I don't know about him. Well, damn. I love the trust. The level of trust here. Well, no, he just also kind of expects them to be able to take care of you. So that was a feint, eh? Damn. Well, this is all kinds of trouble. Okay. So you were saved from suicide, eh? What an interesting prospect. That gotta hurt. Unless he has like a shell or whatever. Nope. The sad beginnings, eh? So in the end, this is kind of the battle between the ones left behind, or the ones that felt left behind anyway. Well, this teacher sure sucks at his job, ain't he? This is a strange mix between depressing and uplifting. Since, his entire mindset is just depressing, but it's uplifting that he managed to power through it with Meteor's help and, his own little confidence that he has. If he would stop talking down on himself. So you're just spurning each other on now. Cheerful and fun guy. The Suneater! God damn, he's combining them now? Well, yeah, he's not a big three for nothing. Oh, it's about to go down? That looks so freaking epic. That's fair, yeah. Chimera. That's a good look now, huh? Well, good morning. So he bit through it, eh? Okay. It really kind of feels like it, yeah? You know, if you ignore for a second that like this quirk is eating, uh, the dude is still pretty freaking agile. It's a bloody mess, though. Damn. Apparently, yeah. Not just some random riffraff thrown together. That face. The reject of society, huh? The trash. You really gotta love this guy, though. God damn. Overhaul. See, that's what I meant before about loyalty. I mean, yeah, you can also call it brainwashing. What's the line between loyalty and brainwashing now, is it? Okay. So now you're able to block again. Oh, you ate a crystal? Ah! Damn. Well, can't eat your friend, huh? Badass music playing too. So he was able to defeat them because he understood them, eh? That was really such a perfect match there. Also, I said before that Eddie probably escapes because we wouldn't wrap this up so quickly, but if this entire thing drags out more, like, drag sounds negative, I don't mean it like that, but, you know, more individual fights that take up an entire episode like this, then we could kinda, like, take up half the season? Like, what was this, episode 8 now? So that's like 1/3 now. 1/3 of the entire season so far. And we're kind of in a bit of a climax right now. And it depends. Like, all the previous arcs sort of were more short. So like half a season at most. But for all we know, this could also take up the entire season if it's a big freaking arc. I mean, so far it feels pretty grand, honestly. Like, all of the previous arcs felt... How should I say this? First, gotta avoid the preview. Previous arcs were mostly another League of Villains. We already knew those guys, and other sort of intermediate stuff in between. But here we have an entire group of new villains. We have an entire new goal with Eri to save. It feels bigger in pretty much every respect. We have like the pro heroes involved, the actual hero agencies. It's a real mission there. And I mean, on the other hand, we also had, you know, All for One to take down in that sense, but still, you know, it was kind of... It was a villain you had already built up, sort of like the myth anyway. And the League of Villains was also working under him, effectively. So, you've had the pre-work done a long time ago, so you could... It didn't feel like that long an arc or it felt like a long arc when it actually was fairly short, but here we have entirely new stuff. We have the big three who were only introduced barely at the end of the previous season and are now important main casts, and you have the whole Overhaul and the entire syndicate and all of that, so it feels much grander because we're only learning about all of that now. Like, there's no real pre-work done for any of this. Again, other than the big three that managed to be squeezed into the previous season. In any case, so that was Tamaki, I think it was his name, hopefully I don't get it wrong now, versus these three. And apparently that's like Overhaul's entire shtick, that he picks up society's rejects, in a way, or, you know, other people loyal to his syndicate from perhaps the generations before or whatnot. But yeah, he doesn't necessarily rule by fear, not entirely anyway. Well, there's that part too, because, you know, he did kind of vaporize the previous guy who let Eri escape, so there's that. But there's also some genuine loyalty here. Now, Tamaki called it brainwashing. I don't necessarily think that's it. Like if some conditioning is happening, then maybe you manage to influence someone to be on your side and, you know, get them to do things that they previously would not have done. Seriously, what is the line between brainwashing and loyalty? I want to know. Like, if you're loyal to someone because you believe in them, in their ideals, in, like, just that out of a sense of, like, you owe them or something along those lines. Like, Kirishima pointed out that it was a bit cowardly, that he basically left all these people behind just to escape by himself. But then, in the very same episode, your people are leaving Tamaki behind to further advance in your pursuit. And it's the exact same thing happening in different circumstances, and, you know, one is heroic, the other one is cowardly. Because, you know, you trust Tamaki, so you'll leave it to him, but Overhaul is escaping by himself, so he's the coward or whatever. So why? It's literally just a matter of perspective. And that's... I wouldn't call it brainwashing. At least it doesn't anywhere at all feel like brainwashing. So far, at least. Maybe if we get to see more of it, but not so far, if I were to be asked. In any case, that will have to be all for now, so until next time, see you then. Bye.